Nezuko from Demon Slayer versus Power from Chainsaw Man. If these two actually fought, one of them wouldn't stand a chance. Usually I'd be the one deciding who wins, and every single time, no matter who I choose, I get hated in the comments. So this time I'm doing something different. Instead of me deciding who wins, I'm letting AI decide. So here's the prompt I gave to AI. You are an expert analyst who specializes in evaluating anime characters' combat abilities using only what is shown in anime. No manga spoilers, no leaks, and no assumption based on future power-up. Please analyze a hypothetical battle between Nezuko Kamado from Demon Slayer and Power from Chainsaw Man. Assume they are both fully motivated to win, recognize each other as a threat, and are fighting in a neutral environment. Use only confirmed feats, abilities, and scenes from their respective anime adaptations using the most recent episode as of 2025. Break your answer into 5 parts. Overview, where you describe each character's power, speed, durability, intelligence, and notable combat feats as shown in the anime. Second, combat matchup. Analyze how their abilities and stats would interact in a one-on-one fight. Consider how they might counter or exploit each other's strengths or weaknesses. 3. Situational factors. Highlight any relevant weaknesses, personality traits, or environmental factors that could influence the fight's outcome. 4. Winner and why. Based on the above, clearly explain who would win and why. Be thorough and logical, no bias, no guessing, no assumption. 5. Final summary. Conclude with a short, decisive verdict that fairly summarizes your conclusion. Again, do not reference the manga, make predictions, or use unconfirmed information. Be detailed and entirely based on what's shown in the anime. I just wanted to read out the prompt so you know what I gave it, that there is nothing like that I would say, oh, and make this character slightly stronger than the other, but I will see if I agree with all the points that it makes. So let's start with overview. Nezuko powers and abilities. First is demon psychology. She has supernatural strength, regeneration, speed, and stamina. Then blood demon art, exploding blood. Nezuko can ignite her blood to create pink flames that harm demons and demonic energy, but not humans. 3. Size, strength, alteration. Can grow in size, muscle. Then we have speed. She's extremely fast, capable of blitzing demons like Daki. Then we have durability. Survives being impaled, decapitated as a demon, and smashed into buildings repeatedly. Okay, so survives being impaled makes sense, and also being smashed into buildings repeatedly makes sense. But being decapitated as a demon, I think I don't want to agree with this. Like, if you cut Nezuko's head off, she's dead. So here's one thing I strongly disagree, unless I'm understanding it wrongly. You cut her head, no matter in her human form, of course she's dead, but also in her demon form, she also is dead. So this doesn't really make sense. Then we have some notable combat experiences. She nearly overpowered Daki, an upper rank demon, tanked attacks, and injured her critically. Yeah, I can agree with that, that's pretty important to know. She ignited Daki's body using her blood while being immobilized, basically. That's also very important. And she fought multiple demons while protecting humans, often overcoming injuries mid-fight. True, yeah, that's something that is good to mention. Now we have Power from Chainsaw Man. Her powers and abilities. She is a blood devil. She can create weapons, primarily hammer and spears, from her blood. Then she has blood manipulation. She's able to manipulate spilled blood, used to control, harden, or weaponize it. Very true, there was the scene where she had blood in the plastic bottles and it just went directly into spears through concrete. So that's very important. And then we have Devil Psychology. Enhance physical abilities and regeneration if she has access to blood. Then there's speed. She's above average. She's capable of taking out zombies and engaging devils in close combat, but not speedster style level. Durability. She can withstand large blood force trauma, hits from bad devil, and regenerate from serious wounds if blood is available. Intelligence. She's tactically reckless but not unintelligent. Has basic battlefield awareness but is impulsive. Now we have some notable combat. Instantly killed Sea Cucumber Devil with a surprise Blood Spear, fought and survived against the Bat Devil and Leech Devil, though she struggled and was quickly overpowered without backup. I would disagree with this, like she survived, Bat Devil ate her, and Leech Devil would also eat her if she was there alone, so she would die twice. Then we have she's skilled at using blood constructs creatively. We have range. Power has the advantage here. Her blood spears can be used at medium range, giving her a potential first strike option. However, she has poor aim under pressure and telegraphs her attacks. Okay, like here, purely based on range, Power is the winner, but she's not like a perfect marksman or like a sniper. She just has the advantage over Nezuko in range. Then we have ability interaction, which is the interesting part. Nezuko's exploding blood is a wild card. While it is most effective against demons, it is still concussive and heat based, likely to injure Power. So I didn't know here, like, again, I know Power isn't a human, but she is also not a demon. So I don't know how this would interact, but yeah, it says that it would do something. So I would agree that, okay, Nezuko can use exploding blood somehow, but it won't be 100% effective. Then we have Power's blood manipulation can be used to harass or trap Nezuko, but Nezuko has broken through stronger buildings. Power's constructs could be destroyed by Nezuko's flames, though the extent depends on their blood content and durability. Now we have situational factors. We have motivation and instincts. Nezuko becomes brutal and effective when she sees a threat. In her berserk form, she shows no hesitation in using lethal force. Power is unpredictable and sometimes cowardly. She admitted to running from stronger enemies and has poor discipline when outmatched. Then we have stamina. Nezuko can fight for extended periods even after taking significant damage. She doesn't tire easily due to her demon nature. Power fatigues quickly in prolonged fights and requires blood to maintain her ability and health. Environment. In a neutral battlefield with no access to external blood sources, Power is at a disadvantage. Nezuko, on the other hand, does not rely on outside resources. So this means that Power is at a disadvantage because she doesn't have like blood that she could access. So now we have winner and why. Nezuko would decisively win a one-on-one battle against Power under these conditions stated. And for those who are wondering what are these conditions, conditions are basically that they both want to fight and win no matter what, and they are fighting in a neutral environment, meaning that none of them would have an advantage. So here's why Nezuko would win based on AI. Superior speed and reflexes. Nezuko's ability to close the gap instantly and avoid attacks would neutralize Power's range advantage. I wouldn't really agree with this by neutralizing because she can still try and throw her spears, but Power is more like a trap setting devil where she can just place, as we saw the example with blood in the bottles. So because this is a neutral environment, meaning she cannot set up traps, she is at a disadvantage. But I wouldn't really say that she cannot like create from her own blood spears that she could throw. So she wouldn't be really neutralized, but it would be really hard for her to hit Nezuko. Then we have their strength differentiations. Even Power's best melee weapon, her blood hammer, would be easily dodged or shattered by Nezuko's sheer force. Then we have regeneration and durability. Nezuko can recover from fatal damage nearly instantly. Power cannot. Tactical execution. While Power might attempt a blood spear ambush or trick, but Nezuko has shown the ability to withstand far more dangerous and complex techniques. And now we have mindset. Nezuko in her awakened state is no match when defending her or others. Power, while aggressive, falls under overwhelming pressure. Even if Power landed an early blow, it's unlikely to finish Nezuko, whose regeneration and size manipulation allow her to quickly reverse the tide. Nezuko could overpower Power in hand-to-hand combat, destroy her construct and finish the fight using exploding blood or raw strength. So now we have final summary. Winner is Nezuko Kamado. In an environment and based solely on anime-confirmed feats, Nezuko defeats Power with overwhelming speed, strength, and regeneration. Power's ranged tricks and aggression are outclassed by Nezuko's combat prowess and resilience. While Power is a formidable devil, she cannot match the physicality and tactical instincts of a fully awakened Nezuko in battle. So here we have it. Do I agree with the winner? Well, based on the fact that, again, no manga spoilers, and again, there's a clear disadvantage because, again, we have only one season of Demon Slayer at the moment. There should be a movie soon, but we don't have it yet. And we have 4 seasons, and we are 1 season away from finishing Demon Slayer. So you can see there's a big disadvantage in the terms of just knowing what happens in the anime. But again, this is a hypothetical battle, and yeah, I can agree that Nezuko would most likely win. She has the pure brute strength and regeneration, and that's, I think, what would win her the fight. So based on this, what we know, purely anime, yeah, I think this is a very interesting format, and I want to know if you enjoy this type of versus battle. I personally like this format a lot more because it added a background story rather than just me saying, oh, this character wins because of these reasons. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, I highly recommend you to watch this video next. Thanks for watching and stay tuned, my friends.